You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodgers for Black and White Live. One of the biggest narratives that we are following, one of the biggest stories we are following for the upcoming NFL season is involving Aaron Rodgers. Probably the biggest story. We went from Russell Wilson looking like he wanted to get out, possibly, and then backing way off. Then we went to the Deshaun Watson story, which still doesn't have a resolution, although it looks like he will most likely get placed on the unable to perform list. Aaron Rodgers is the great outlier out there right now. We don't know what's going to happen, but it's clear, according to NFL insider Jay Glazer, Aaron wants out of Green Bay, and that is all there is to it. He doesn't want to come back. He wants to play for somebody else. And this just came out. Aaron Rodgers still wants out. NFL insider says Rodgers hit Packers over bad culture within organization. The relationship between Aaron Rodgers and the Packers has not been amended. It appears the reigning 2020 NFL MVP is still seeking to wiggle his way out of the organization. NFL insider Jay Glazer told Pat McAfee on the Pat McAfee Show Wednesday, Rodgers still wants out. I know he still wants out. Without a doubt, absolutely he still wants out. The Fox NFL Sunday reporter said they didn't suddenly come out and insult him and say, okay, now it's fixed. McAfee asked Glazer whether there are teams or were teams actually interested in trading for Rodgers. The Denver Broncos, even with Drew Lock and Teddy Bridgewater, have been linked to potentially trading for the one-time Super Bowl champion. Pat McAfee, quote, I know he still wants out, without a doubt, absolutely still wants out, at Jay Glazer. Glazer said there were a couple of teams interested. We know John Lynch and the 49ers called the Packers and offered them supposedly a draft pick plus Jimmy Garoppolo, and the Packers said no. And really, we heard more than that. Several draft picks. And at the time, we broke the news. We put it on Black and White Sports. We said the Packers were insane for not taking that. And that is where a lot of this started, was the fact that Aaron Rodgers got wind of the fact that the Packers turned down that deal where he could have played for his childhood favorite team. And Rodgers was pissed. But he's been pissed ever since they drafted Jordan Love. Every time somebody called the Packers, it was immediately shut down. What these teams need to do is continue to call. Continue to call. Whether it's for him, Deshaun Watson, continue to call to show interest, because what happens in the NFL, teams are so afraid to make the first call because they think you lose leverage. Glazer explains that teams who keep calling for a player who's not necessarily available could get lucky because of the team's willingness to, quote, get rid of the headache. But if nobody calls, Glazer said, that option is off the table. Rodgers and the Packers' rift exploded after the 2020 NFC Championship. Rodgers has been outspoken about the culture fit in Green Bay. Packers CEO Mark Murphy said last week the quarterback was a, quote, complicated fellow. The team has been adamant about keeping Rodgers. Yeah, and I almost made a video about that because he made those comments at some kind of a conference. And I was thinking to myself then, and look, I haven't been exactly on Aaron Rodgers' side here. I haven't, okay? I think Aaron Rodgers is one of the most talented quarterbacks. As far as pure talent goes, maybe top 5 ever. But I've always had an issue with his leadership, especially compared to somebody like Peyton Manning or Tom Brady. I have. He's never exactly been a team guy. Okay, but I can understand him being mad about Jordan Love. I get that, especially, and I really wasn't even on his side about that until other quarterbacks came out and disclosed the fact, like Alex Smith, that, yes, they were kept in the loop when players like Patrick Mahomes was drafted. And I thought, you know what? Okay, Aaron Rodgers maybe has a point. I do understand why he would say, hey, you couldn't have drafted me a stud tight end or wide receiver. I get that. But the other narrative that always drove me crazy was people out there proclaiming Rodgers didn't have any weapons when you had Aaron Jones, who was, top 5 in the league in the MVP voting at running back, and Devontae Adams. Stop it. You do have offensive weapons, Aaron Rodgers. That really is just a flat false narrative. Now, their defense could use some work, without a doubt. Maybe a good tight end. I get it. Okay? But let's be honest. The Packers are one of the top 5 teams in contention for the Super Bowl next year if Aaron Rodgers stays. If he doesn't, I don't know what to tell you. Now, it is interesting that I believe actually his most viable option of the teams he supposedly want to play for, which is the Raiders, Broncos, Niners. I think the Niners are probably off the table, although I wish they wouldn't be. I'd trade Trey Lance and Jimmy Garoppolo's ass for Aaron Rodgers. But I still think, I believe the Raiders may be a good option there. Okay? Because look, Derek Carr is a good quarterback. Is he a great quarterback? No. Is he an Aaron Rodgers level quarterback? No. Okay? But, and just to give you an idea, I hadn't put out my quarterback rankings all the way yet. We haven't gotten a Tier 3. But Derek Carr is in my Tier 3. Aaron Rodgers, without disclosing, is in my Tier 1. Okay? So, yeah, there's a difference in quarterback play there. But it's my belief in the NFC North, Derek Carr is going to keep you competitive with a chance to win that division in the NFC North. I'm not sure what else the Packers believe they can get. Okay, now Derek Carr has come out and said, I want to stay with the Raiders, and he alluded to the fact that he might retire if he's left with the option to leave the Raiders. If I was Derek Carr, I'd be like, good God. I'd go into John Gruden, I'd be like, trade me to Green Bay. Trade me there. Okay, personally speaking. I understand Las Vegas got better weather, but, you know, if you go to Green Bay and win some games, the Packer fans are going to appreciate you. That's a fact. And I believe Derek Carr can win some games, and I think it's the Packers' best option as far as getting a quarterback back. Look, there's rumors out there Jordan Love can't play. He just can't play. He's not ready. There was no training camp last year at all. And it seems pretty obvious Aaron Rodgers is done. He is done in Green Bay. He doesn't want to come back there. So what do? I'm not sure. I understand. No general manager wants to be the general manager that trades Aaron Rodgers. But you also don't want him poisoning the locker room and or just not showing up. Get your draft picks back. Try to get the best quarterback back you can and go into the season and go from there. You can only do what you can do. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.